Hi, my name's Christy, and I am an access counselor here at Bottom Line.
My name is Tori, and I'm a senior counselor.
I'm Hannah. I'm an access counselor at Bottom Line.
Being an access counselor is a great fusion of working both as a mentor and a guide, but also as a teacher. There are elements of being an older sibling, being a friend, being a coach.
When I saw Bottom Line, I thought back to my experience in high school and in college, and read about what we do here and was really excited about being able to give students what I missed in high school and in college. In previous jobs I did more like standing up in front of a group, more like teaching, and really liked the one-on-one, but didn't have as many opportunities as I would have liked to really get to know my students as well as I do my students now.
You need to have strong listening skills, strong writing skills, attention to detail, and it's a good blend of a lot of different skill sets.
There's a lot of getting stuff done in the Access program, so there's a very clear goal. Your students need to apply to college, your students need to get financial aid.
Our core values are really easy to connect to the work that we're doing. I think that when you're managing a caseload of a little over 60 students applying to college, sometimes it feels like you are applying to 600 colleges. So one that I'm always thinking about is efficiency, but at the same time connecting it with excellence, that even though you are being incredibly efficient about the service that you're providing, that you are doing your best with every piece of a student's application.
The amount of one-on-one time that our students get with each of their counselors. It's great that a student will meet their counselor sometime in August or September, and they'll be working with the same person all the way through May when they choose where they're going next year for college. So you really develop a great relationship. You get to know them beyond just the application process.
So you have students with a 2.4, you have students with a 2.8, you have students with a 4.3. Every single day, every single student that you meet with brings something different.
These are students who really do want to be guided through this process, who are excited to take that next step. And I think that makes our job a lot easier and also a lot more fun when you're working with students who are receptive.
I like to make my students laugh, and I like to kind of learn about the things that make them laugh as well, so that later on when it comes to those really hard conversations, you've already laughed about some things, so it's easier to talk about serious things.
It's just awesome to work with kids who are just so engaged in the process and the advice that you're giving them, and they just want to do better each day. They want everything to be the best that it can be.
Bottom Line is an organization that wants to have an identity, wants to have a strong identity, and we can hold ourselves accountable to make sure that we're doing the best job that we can. At Bottom Line, there are a lot of opportunities to get involved beyond just your day-to-day role as a counselor. We have a lot of different committees and groups in the office. There's a fun committee.
I do the book club, which has turned into the book movie club to involve more people. So we read a book and then watch the movie together. I think the office environment is very supportive. We work in teams, and so I can always just swivel in my chair and ask one of my coworkers a question. My manager sits right next to me, so I can always ask him questions.
Managers are counselors who have a lot of experience. They are people who have been in the trenches. They know what to expect, and they know the different pitfalls of the job. So when you get stuck for whatever reason, your manager is there probably because they've been in your shoes. It's a really fun place to come into work every day because you know that everyone's working towards the same goals and for a common cause. There's a personal touch that you wouldn't necessarily get working in another organization.